Today being a day allocated to Indian Air Force, I wish all my well-wishers, all my subscribers, all my friends, all my brothers, sisters of my motherland, but India, and from the world, a very happy and prosperous Indian Air Force Day in October 2025. എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം നമസ്തേ വെരി ഗുഡ് ഈവനിങ് എല്ലാ ചേച്ചിമാർ എൻ്റെ മേട്ടമാനും happy prosperous Indian Air Force Day greetings October 2025. എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം നമസ്തേ വെരി ഗുഡ് ഈവനിങ് എല്ലാ അക്കമാരെങ്കിലും മതമായ हैप्पी एंड प्रॉस्परस इंडियन एयर फोर्स डे ग्रीटिंग 2025. सभी देशवासियों नमस्कार जी. ए वेरी गुड इवनिंग सभी भाई बहनों, सभी को हैप्पी एंड प्रॉस्परस इंडियन एयर फोर्स डे ग्रीटिंग्स 2025. Now let me come to the point. In the year 1932, on 8th October, the Indian Air Force was born, or the Indian Air Force was formed. After finding the service of the Indian Air Force, George King prefaced the term royal to the Indian Air Force, and on March 12, 1945, the Indian Air Force was properly called as Royal Indian Air Force. After our motherland India, Bharat India, became Republic, in the year 1950, the prefix royal was removed and came to be known as Indian Air Force. Now we are celebrating the 93rd year of Indian Air Force Day formation. What is the commitment of every Indian to the Indian Air Force? We should give a great Indian salute to the Indian Air Force, because they are the soldiers of the sky, which means they are the guardians of the sky. They are committed to guard the sky's universe from the enemy attack. So this time the theme for the Indian Air Force is giving a great Indian salute to the Operation Sindoor operation. The Operation Sindoor was a great achievement by the Indian Air Force. The Operation Sindoor is a commitment done by the Indian Air Force by the advice of the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi ji. So each and every Indian must give a great insult to the Operation Sindoor, where our Air Force has done a great achievement, which even the great America, USA cannot do. That has been done by the India. Even the Americans was afraid by seeing the Operation Sindoor operation. So this Operation Sindoor was done by the Indian Air Force team. Today in Bengaluru, Indian Air Force Day was celebrated in grand manner, and Indian Air Force show was being celebrated in grand manner. Subrata Mukherjee was the father of the Indian Air Force. He was born in Kolkata. His nephew was a soldier in the World War I. So Subrata Mukherjee was the first man who joined the Indian Air Force during the British colonialism. You understand what I mean? So our Air Force team, the Indian Air Force team, made a proud achievement as a gift to the sisters who lost their lives in Pahalgam terrorist attack, where the sisters Tilak was removed, Sindoor was removed, so the operation was named Operation Sindoor. So that is what the thing. So each and every Indian has to give a great insult to the Indian Air Force Day, Indian Air Force team, where the Indian Air Force played a great role, which even the great power America cannot predict. America was astonished by the powers of the Indian Air Force. So let our Indian Air Force soar high in the sky, just like the butterfly is flying in the sky happily. So without the Indian Air Force, you're staying happily in your home, sleeping happily, but the Air Force team, they're not sleeping, they're just watching the sky, what is happening. So it is a proud moment for each and every Indian who belongs to the motherland Bharat India to support the Indian Army and should give a good contribution to the Indian Army. Sorry, Indian Air Force. Sorry guys, Indian Air Force. Terribly sorry, it's Indian Air Force. So I want all my well wishes, all my subscribers who view my channel, share my channel, and subscribe must give a great insult to the Indian Air Force team and should support the Indian Air Force by giving a good contribution to the Indian Air Force team, where so many soldiers have lost their lives. Because if the soldiers lost their life, they have got kids, they have got wives, they need to get educated, they need to earn their living. So only because of the contribution of the Indian Homo sapiens, it can be a man or woman or boy or girl, its single contribution to the Indian Air Force Fund could help the family live happily because they are protecting our lives. So we should give a great Indian salute to the Indian Air Force team. Understand? I love Indian Air Force because without Indian Air Force, we cannot sleep happily like this. Anytime any attack may happen. So it is the primary duty of each and every patriot Indian to support the Indian Air Force. So let me conclude the topic by saying a great Indian salute to the Indian Air Force team. Let our Indian Air Force team soar high. A great Indian salute to the Subuddha Mukherjee, who was the father of the Indian Air Force. Before I conclude my topic, Mr. One guy has come to my, what is the name? One guy has come to my live. So thank you for joining the live. Thank you. So before I conclude my topic regarding the Indian Air Force, a great Indian salute to the Indian Air Force team. I wish all my viewers and subscribers a very happy and prosperous Indian Air Force greetings. 2 to 5. Shubhratri Shubha. Good night. Take care. See you. Bye.